What's going on, guys? Boy Joey672 coming to you guys with a video right now. So the Eagles have 2 second-round picks, and I have a feeling that the Eagles are going to go after a position of need, but at the same time, they've been looking at one particular guy that they've been very interested in. They brought him in March 11th, and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson from the University of Florida, safety, might be coming to the Philadelphia Eagles. I have him as the 3rd pick of the draft. Okay? Now, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, prior to his junior year, he played the nickel position. Okay, and he was a nightmare to slot receivers. Probably the best diverse safety positional player that can play nickel safety. And who does that remind you of? Malcolm Jenkins. Malcolm Jenkins could play safety, and he can go straight up to the line and play close up around the line and cover guys going downfield. So you have another guy in this draft that could do that. The Philadelphia Eagles have brought this guy in March 11th. They brought him in, and they seem to be very, very interested in Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. The draft analysis of what everyone's saying about Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is he is very rangy in the backfield. I mean, I can see tapes. I've seen full games. Like I said, guys, I always watch full games and a lot of plays. And Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, he is very rangy. He is very fast. He gets to the ball really quick. If you need safety help, he will go and help a corner very, very easily. Okay? And saying of how rangy he is, he literally can run from one side of the field to the other and deflect a pass. I mean, it's kind of amazing what he could do on the field. He knows how to mirror receivers so well. Okay, and when he's in the backfield being as rangy as he is, he can go around blocks and make tackles like it's nothing. He has pretty good speed, and he can read the quarterback's eyes very well. The one thing he could do is read the quarterback's head, read his eyes, and he's very good at that. Okay, so you have a guy that can play safety, a guy that can play nickel, and damn, would the Eagles like to have him on this roster? And I think the Eagles could pick him with the second round pick that we have in this draft this year. You have Malcolm Jenkins. That is getting old, okay? He's probably got, 2 years left? I'd probably just say 2 years left. After that, you have Rodney McLeod. That's only, the Eagles restructured his contract. He will be gone after the 2019 season, so goodbye to Rodney McLeod. And then really behind him, you have guys like, Avonte Maddox can always play safety, of course. He's another safety guy because, they can put him back there if they need to because of injury. That's only if because of injury. DeAndre Hall, a guy they picked up from the Bears, is another guy. Trey Sullivan, another guy that actually came into the games late in the year, middle to late in the year when Rodney McLeod tore his ACL, and that was the end of that. And Trey Sullivan actually didn't do a bad job. He's been on and off this team constantly, but knows this system so well. So we're lucky to have Trey Sullivan back there. I know he's not a future starter, but he's a guy that has to come in. If he has to, he could be a backup as well. So we already picked up our 3rd safety in Andrew Sendejo on a 1-year deal, so I'm not expecting him here after this year unless he plays phenomenal, which, that's, as long as he's out there making tackles and making some plays, I don't care. But I don't think Andrew Sendejo will be here after the 2019 season. So the Eagles need to go out and get a safety, okay? And Chauncey Gardner-Johnson could be that guy. And why not get a guy that just doesn't play one position? He plays safety, and he only played safety for 1 year, his junior year, and he played phenomenal. Then he goes to nickel his first 2 years of college. So, honestly, you have a guy right here that can pretty much do everything, okay? He's not the best safety in the draft. He's, in my list, he's the 2nd best safety in the draft. And the Eagles can get their hands on him. I think other teams will be too busy getting defensive linemen, getting a few running backs, a few quarterbacks, you know what I mean? So we might have a chance in the 2nd round to move up and go get Chauncey Gardner-Johnson and get him on this squad and see what he could do. He's a leader on the field. He's a great off-field guy. You'll have no problem with him. And he ran a 4.49 in his 40 time. Other than that, that's really it. I understand we have more needs like linebacker, like offensive tackle, especially for the future after Jason Peters leaves. There's a whole lot to talk about, guys. But the safety position is a position we cannot ignore. I think linebacker would be a lot easier to fill because we have some guys there. But you want to talk about safety. This is the guy that the Eagles are very interested in, and I can see them drafting him. High caliber player, plays hard, and has really good awareness of what's going on, where the quarterback's throwing the ball, and he's always in that spot where the ball's getting thrown. And he can play multiple positions, so you can't really be upset over it. But that's really about it. So I will see you guys later. Let me know what you guys think about Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I will see you guys later. Shake Squad up. Fly, Owls, fly.